So we're going to start a series on videotaping some training, and so I decided to start with ladders. First of all, obviously on job sites, PPE, I recommend gloves when using a ladder. We're going to talk about step ladders first. Let's talk about the parts of a step ladder, what we're looking at. This is an A-frame step ladder. We don't use any ladders less than a 250-pound capacity. That's the person and the tools, the equipment that they're using. So nothing less than 250 pounds. We don't want aluminum or steel ladders on job sites because of their electrical conductivity. We only use fiberglass, and we require that from our subcontractors also. So with that being said, as we look at an A-frame step ladder, this one's in really good shape, a little dirt on it, but let's go through the parts. Front rails, non-skid feet, extender arms and extension locks. If any of these are damaged, the ladder comes out of service. On the back side is the back rails, and then the back rail supports. On the top, we have the top cap, and then we have the steps coming down the side. So if you notice on a step ladder, every part that's attached to the ladder is riveted. Things that I see on the job site is where a rivet falls out, especially on these extension arms and the locks. They place a nut and a bolt. Unacceptable. Remember, as we go through all the ladders, that anytime you modify a ladder, that's taking away or adding to a ladder, according to the manufacturer's recommendations and their specifications, that ladder has to come out of service. You can't add a cup holder or a bolt bin to your ladder. You can't cut the holes out of the top of this top cap. So on the step ladder, when we check it, all labels should be on the ladder. And if the labels are missing, Rodrigo and myself have enough labels to put back on to the ladder. They need to be on there. As you look at this ladder, you'll notice here's the top step, and it has a danger label on it, and this is called the top cap. These two are considered two top steps, cannot step there. The top step that they can step on when using this ladder is this one right here. Another thing that we're looking at is that these back rail supports, these are not steps. You can see the label here. These are not steps. If these are bent or damaged in any way, this ladder comes out of service. These extension arms are not steps, should not be stepped on. And this ladder, as an A-frame ladder, should never be used in this position. A-frame ladder needs to be fully extended this way with the locks in place and used this way. Now, this ladder is called a Werner Lean Safe ladder. We've been purchasing a lot of these. The guys like them. This ladder, per manufacturer recommendations, is designed to lean and to be used as an A-frame. Okay? This one is not designed to lean. This one is designed to lean. All right? Some of these A-frame ladders will have a tray that comes out. This one does not. That tray is not designed to step on, and it's not designed to be used for anything else but to hold tools or paint. So that's about it with the ladder. With the step. So next, we're going to talk about extension ladders. Until we get the steps poured on a lot of our buildings with landings, we're using extension ladders to reach the different levels of our buildings that we're working on. So first thing I want to do with extension ladder, so this is an important ladder, all right? This thing needs to be maintained, set up safely, and secured safely. We're going to talk about that, but the first thing I want to talk about is the parts of an extension ladder, because I think that's important to know what you're dealing with. So we're going to start from the bottom and work to the top. Right here are the rubber non-skid feet, and the feet are attached to the heels. This is the heel of the ladder. So feet attached to the heels. This part goes down to the ground. And as we work our way up, this part back here is the bed of the ladder. This part is the fly. The bed and the fly both have rails. So this is a rail, and these two sides are rails of the ladder. And as we work our way up the ladder, these are the rungs. These are called pawls or dogs or locks. And this is a lanyard, a halyard, or a rope. All right, so the rope is designed to raise and lower the fly section. The pawls, dogs, or locks are designed to lock the fly section into the bed of the ladder. When we use an extension ladder, the fly section must always be out, and I'll show you that when I set the ladder. Bed section down, fly section out. All right, so as we move to the top, we go to the top of the ladder. This is called the top or the tip. All right, so this part is going to be at the top of the landing or the structure, the heel at the bottom. Back, let's come back down to towards the bottom of the ladder. Same way with the step ladders, all labels must be in place on the extension ladder. This is a 24-foot extension ladder, you can see right here, and it's a 300-pound capacity. Again, we don't use any ladders below 250-pound capacity. This is a 300-pound capacity ladder, and it's in great shape. So as we do inspections on the ladders, another thing, what we're looking at is any damage to the fiberglass, any damage to these rubber feet on the bottom. One thing that I've seen on job sites is this halyard or this rope has been cut, and so when we secure the fly or the tip of the ladder to whatever we secure it to on the landing, this rope has been cut, and they use that rope to secure the ladder. You cannot do that. Again, as we talked about with step ladders, you're modifying, so you're taking away from the design that the manufacturer designed the ladder its usage to be. You can't do that. You cannot cut the rope. You can't modify this in any way. I've seen a couple extension ladders on job sites where the ladder got ran over by a telehandler, and we used the ladder, the bottom rungs were bent. Anytime you see any damage to the fiberglass, and especially to the rungs, that ladder gets taken out of service. We'll cut it up, we'll throw it in the garbage. And we have replaced a lot of ladders in Journey Group. These extension ladders are used to get to the different levels of our buildings that we're working on until we get the stairwells poured. Then the ladders can come down, but we still use them in certain instances and circumstances to reach different levels. What I'm going to do is demonstrate to you how to raise an extension ladder by yourself, and the best way to stand it so that when you ascend and descend the ladder, it's at a good angle. So first thing, remember what I said is that the fly section of the ladder needs to be out when the ladder's set, so I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. If you lay the ladder flat on the ground and you lay the fly section down or up, the fly section up, the bed of the ladder down, and push it into your structure, stand it up, and pull the base out. Now, depending on the height of your level is going to depend on how far you extend the ladder. I have it pulled out away from the building. I'm going to stand it. And I'm going to set it against the building. Now, the perfect angle of the ladder is 75 degrees. And the best way to do that is to stand by the ladder with your toes against the heels, stand straight, and your middle finger should touch the rail. Mine is not, so I have to readjust the ladder. So in this case, the ladder is too declined too far. I'm going to stand it up. As I stand straight, my fingers touch, it's at a perfect climbing angle. Now, the correct height would be 3 rungs above the level, and we're not. I can lower that, but I just wanted to show you how to set the ladder. And then once the ladder's set, we're going to tie it off at the top with a piece of wire, not the rope that's attached to the ladder. Can't do that, all right? If we can, we want to put some stakes in the ground and secure the feet so that it doesn't kick out. We're securing the top to keep it from lateral movement, all right? So, if your ladder has a lanyard or a halyard or a rope, you want to make sure and tie that off and get it out of the way, because it is an actual trip hazard for ascending and descending the ladder. So we get that tied off. When I ascend or descend the ladder, we want 3 points of contact. 3 points of contact is 2 feet, 1 hand, 2 hands, 1 foot. It's not trying to climb a ladder and carrying tools at the same time. Use a rope system for that, or get a tool pouch, all right? So, 3 points of contact, 2 hands, 1 hand, 2 feet, 2 hands, 1 foot as I climb. Constantly in contact, okay? As I descend, it's the same way. Another way you can descend the ladder is to use the rails. I'm constantly in contact, and I can slide my hands down the rails, and that's legal to do. I'm in contact with the ladder, and it's a safe way to descend the ladder. I demonstrated for you how to set the ladder with 1 person. Obviously, anything we do, carrying a ladder, setting a ladder, is best done with 2. So, if 2 people need to set the ladder, my job is to keep my hands on the side like this, and the second person would pull up on the rope and set the ladder. My job would then be to let the ladder into the building, and again, set the proper angle. At this angle, when I do this, I'm at 75 degrees. Perfect angle for a ladder. Amen. Okay, to wrap this up, I just want to show you a couple more things. Simple safety solution from one of our guys. Maintain 3 points of contact signs. It's a great reminder. Back to the 3 points of contact. You should never be carrying tools and equipment up a ladder that causes you to not have free hands. Okay? Use a rope, a bag, or whatever to get your tools elevated to the next level. Another thing I want to show you is the ladder extensions on the tip of this extension ladder going to a landing. As you can see, your sides are protected. You can walk straight through, and as you descend the ladder, you can come straight through that way, so you don't have to swing your legs around. It was another simple safety solution. So I think we've covered ladders. If you have any questions or comments, if you have any ideas on any training that we can do, let me know.